With nearly every second of the day being captured by a camera somewhere, it's all too easy to capture some of the most memorable moments. The strangest and most amusing incidents in the history of humanity. If you believe you blinked, think again. Maybe you've left something out. We've got you covered, don't worry. Here are some of the strangest things ever captured by security cameras, which will leave you wanting more. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and for further information, press the notification bell if you find the content fantastic. Let's start with what we've all been taught. The 5 seconds rule. Though there is no science behind it, people seem to take it seriously. This guy is seen having a tough time opening a popsicle. When he finally gets to it, he drops it on the floor. He remembers the 5-second rule and grabs it, only to realize he's on camera. He immediately drops the popsicle back on the ground and stomps on it and leaves, hoping that he's redeemed himself in front of the camera. Great customer service is the best way to keep your customers coming back to your establishment. This bar wants to serve their late-night patrons, but the bartender trips and crashes through the glass window and falls outside, lest they make a lasting impression. Meet the man who has the strongest kick in the world. With one kick he can bring the world to its knees. But first, a kick to his 2,200-foot wide guardrail. He kicks one down and sets off a domino effect. Was he feeling proud of himself or guilty? Heroes come in all shapes and sizes. A random person jumps into someone's car and tries to drive away with it. But not with a forklift gang around. One forklift prevents the car from driving away, and eventually multiple forklifts come and surround the car. Car theft averted. When you're bored of riding your bike through the city and you want an adventure, this man found the perfect solution. Ride down an escalator in a ball with a guard in hot pursuit. But this is the adventure he was missing out on. Trucks don't always follow what is willed by the driver. Sometimes they have a mind of their own and can surprise you. The attachment disconnects from the truck and rolls down the road. The owner tries to stop it. He then tries to stop the runaway truck and the door hits him straight across the chest. Never knew truck could land us in such troubles. Who knew something as simple as climbing an escalator can go so wrong? 2 girls climb up the escalator and one falls over, bringing the other down as well. They keep tumbling around in a place like inside a washing machine until they manage to get up. When you're so desperate to rob a place but you don't think things through. This guy tries to lift up a gate off its hinges to break in, but the gate falls on his leg. The gate took matters into its own hands and made the thief helpless. He escapes the scene limping. Guess he got what he deserved. Here's another funny escalator failure that will make you think twice about getting on one in the future. An old man falls over slowly with his trolley, followed by an old woman who piles up at the end of the escalator. Who said prison guards have seen it all? This guard was minding his own business when he got ambushed by a mouse. He's prepared to tackle escaping convicts but might not. There's something in the prison guard manual he has not read before. The importance of using the parking brakes can't be stressed enough. Hang on, if you don't, this can happen. At least he can take a boat out of here. Happy fishing. Handling a helicopter on any video game is a difficult task. This helicopter spins out of control and tips over. The blades hit the asphalt and chip away. The rotor system dismantles completely, and then it becomes bladeless. Luckily no one was hurt. Outdoors regardless of the season. These two are seen roaming out in the winter and head to the pool. One of the dogs walks into the frozen pool and falls through the ice. Luckily the owner comes to the rescue. He manages to grab the dog and pull him to safety. Escalators seem to keep failing us over and over again. Here's another major fail. A bunch of people climbs up an escalator but the machinery breaks down. The next instant all the people on the stairs come sliding down and pile up at the bottom. Ouch. When you love beer so much that nothing can stop you. This guy is clearly drunk but still decides to wander into a grocery store to grab some beers. But the problem is he keeps falling over. This guy's got perseverance. This guy wants to put the photocopier to good use. As he drops his pants down to photocopies, but the scanner breaks and he's stuck. How's he gonna get out of this one, literally? When you're walking, looking up, otherwise you can expect a not so soft landing like this guy. That looks painful, though. Speedy service is what customers look for, but maybe not like this. A Hooters waitress comes with a plate of food but crashes into another waitress. Guess that's another 30 minutes more to the order and a mess to clean up as well. The last thing you expect to see in a police station is a snake, but this time man got exactly that. While waiting, a snake wanders in and surprises. The man immediately starts to kick the snake and pins it down. He then grabs the snake carefully and walks towards the cops, who don't want anything to do with it. The man seems like he's been in such a situation before. The number one rule when dealing with a dog is never run, because you're always going to get chased. This guy clearly wasn't paying attention to where he was running and smacks right into a parked car. The dog didn't want to bite him after all. Some close calls in life seem like something out of a horror movie. This is one of them. A concrete slab comes crashing down from the roof and crushes the car. The man barely escapes in time. What can you do if the very ground you're walking on starts to give way? This woman didn't know how to react to the earthquake breaking apart the road that she's walking on, but the cat shoots past her with no problem. Ever seen dogs behaving in such a way? Apparently, there was a cat hiding inside the car and the dogs aren't going to let it slide. Getting a good babysitter is a tough task. This homeowner decides to spy on theirs, and what they say was not what they expected. The babysitter sits half kid and puts her clothes in the washer while it's washing. She works out, plays a game on the console, and then goes on to wipe the windows clean. I guess she did a little more than just babysitting that day. When you want to shoplift but don't have enough space. This girl knows space management really well and keeps all the stolen goods inside her panties. Let us know in the comments about the one which surprised you the most. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more, be sure to smash the like button. Share and subscribe for more.